be surprised if in 5-10 years from now we start seeing people going to rehab for phone addictions.
Yep. So today we're checking out how parents, Gen Z and millennial parents mostly, are destroying future generations with technology, specifically iPad kids. God damn.
No iPad. But I want You can't have the iPad. No.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty much the same if I got bad grades. Like, these are toddlers, right? I got my PC and my phone and all of I got my first phone. Wasn't Android, wasn't iPhone, none of that shit. What? Didn't have a Play Store, right? Just a column, a flip phone. At the age of like 9, I think. And I had my own phone with that I can install games, that I can use with internet, right? At the age of like 14, maybe 15, while most kids already had them years before I had. A lot of these parents are young parents, like I'm 24. Young parents as in like in their young 30s, like early 30s, late 20s. They should be able to know this stuff, right? You can't just go home, be tired and say, you know what, I'm just gonna give these kids some iPads so they can like keep quiet so I can rest. If you want to rest, don't have kids. Like, for example, look at this. Everyone judging me for having an iPad kid, but the whole restaurant is eating in peace. You're welcome. Listen, mom, dad, whoever's filming this, right? They're gonna grow up being what? Ignorant little brats? Like, what do you think you're doing with this? The whole point of having a kid is to discipline him or her to grow up to be fully functioning adults. This is not disciplining a kid, teaching him mannerisms. This is not, you know what I mean?
Hey, stop shaming parents about screen time, okay?
Screen time has been correlated to delayed
Who are we supposed to shame?
motor skills, to delayed language skills, and delayed social emotional skills. Fine motor skills are delayed because they only know how to point. You'd be surprised how these iPad kids don't even know what to do with pencils, crayons, or markers. It's truly a tragedy to watch. And additionally, they don't have language because they just watch a screen. They don't communicate or practice saying words, which is why you see these kids with delayed language skills and often have behaviors because they don't engage with similar age children and they don't have the language to talk about their wants and needs because they don't have that social interaction because they're always on a screen.
And I'm noticing this with my uncle and aunt because they have their kids and my cousins. I see how they're raising their kids. Yeah, I'm not saying they have to have the best social skills at the age of 10 years old, you know what I mean? But you want to keep them quiet? Give them the phone or the iPad. On my sister's, when she finished high school, right? We had this big celebration in our family, right? In our home, and we threw a party. They came. One of their daughters could not shut the fuck up if she wasn't given a phone to play games on. And I was with my uncle saying, what are you doing? Like, what's this? She's gonna be an unbearable piece of shit as an adult. She's never gonna learn discipline. She also told me, she like my cousin told me, she has maybe used a pen like 3 times in her life. They both go to like a very private, smart, techie type of primary school, right? They don't have to use books and pencils. They just use iPads or laptops. The way they fucking type on the laptops, 60 miles an hour. It's insane. Writing with a pen, they don't know shit.
Why do you need 2 screens?
That is
I
insane.
can't watch YouTube on this one.
Why do you need to be so overstimulated that you need to watch 2 things at once, though?
I don't. I just like watching 2 things at once.
She's literally telling you what the problem is. And you as the mom, take both of them. You have a dog? Great. Get the dog, get her, and go on a walk. And again, this is pretty common. And you know what the biggest issue is? I do this shit as well. Okay? I play games on my phone, and at the same time, I listen to some YouTube videos or podcasts on the side, on my TV. But I do that for like maybe 1 to 2 hours a day because I'm busy throughout the day, right? I've got work, I've got the gym, I've got all of this. I gotta cook and clean. I live alone, you know?
Oh my god. This is the timeline for a Mr. Beast video. All the video editors know what this is.
Yeah, I hate like, if you like Mr. Beast videos, it's fine, but I hate how like Mr. Beast ruined YouTube. Ugh.
They know how much work it takes to make something like this happen. This is NBA level editing. Like whatever videos that you're editing on your own and you're taking hours to do.
If I try to like figure out what's happening here, I'll probably get an aneurysm. He is right.
Is nothing in comparison to this. Dear God.
That
You would
is
think that they're
insane.
editing a Marvel movie, but this is a Mr. Beast timeline for the video. Would you risk drowning for $500,000? The editing
Fuck
nowadays in Mr. Beast videos is crazy. He adds a lot of VFX and sound effects and camera changes and stuff. When you see a Mr. Beast video, it's literally optimized for the algorithm, bro. This probably took days of non-stop editing. This cannot have been done by one person. You need a team for this. It just goes to show you the difference between a smaller creator and a bigger creator. Let me show one of my timelines real quick. Look at this, bro. When I edit, I think I'm doing all this
Mine doesn't even look like that. Mine is even simpler.
work because I'm doing all of these cuts, when in reality, it's really levels to this.
I mean, we can't blame Mr. Beast on all of this. I mean, the guy is right. You know, a lot of Mr. Beast videos are just so heavily retention based, and they're perfect for little kids. They're not even little kids, teenagers as well. And it's rotting our brains. They can either watch fucking TikToks or shorts or reels, brain rot stuff, a lot of AI stuff, or watch a Mr. Beast video. That's like so many. When I open a Mr. Beast video or many of the other, no offense to all of them, right? But or many of the other types of creators that overly edit and cut and zoom and animations and all of this, my brain starts hurting. And after like a few seconds, I just click off. So not really my cup of tea, not my forte, if that even makes sense. I don't know what forte means. I don't know why I said it. But we can't blame them, okay? We gotta stop our kids from watching all of this. And if I was a parent today, right now, I wouldn't allow my kids to have Android or iPhone phones for like, until they're like 14, 15. Fuck, social media? Yeah, they're gonna be waiting until they're like 16. Fuck that. They're getting flip phones, okay? Fuck that.
Do you remember that famous kids toy channel that got 2 billion views on a video?
The one that reviewed toys?
Yeah, that one.
I do, yeah. Oh, they're still uploading videos. Nope. This feels really wrong.
Wait, what feels wrong?
Well, he's older now.
I just don't like the fact that they are making kids they're making all of these kids play along and record them and post them online. I'm against that
and
shit.
they are still making him play with toys.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh, I'm surprised they haven't replaced him with like a younger sibling or something.
They are. Actually, I think they had another one just to take over the channel.
Wow.
Insane.
Okay. Wasn't there another channel with like the father and 2 daughters?
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Let's see. Child endangerment.
Wow. There's gotta be one channel out there that isn't treating their kid like an ATM.
Not a single.
I mean, I can safely say that recording your kids for money and having kids just to make money off of them, right, from online, and also all of the creeps online and all social medias. And I hate even my cousins, right? My cousins just had a son like a year ago. She is posting that kid on IG and Facebook. So she's 30 years old, by the way. I don't know why she's using Facebook, but posting so much of him, stories and posts and shit, right? I'm like, please, just don't do it. Like, wait, once you post a picture of you or post a video of you online, you are online forever. Don't do that stuff to your little kid, man. It's just for their safety, and there's so many creeps. Why would you do that? But people using their kids just to make some money and making more kids so they can make more money out of that shit. Yeah, that's if that's not evil, I don't know what is.
Call me crazy if you'd like, but I wouldn't be surprised if in 5-10 years from now we start seeing people going to rehab for phone addiction.
I need to go to rehab for phone addiction. Listen, I use my I work in a gym, right? I'm a what you would call a freelance trainer. I go to the gym, I find clients from that gym. I have a contract with that gym. I use the phone for everything. Like I use Google Sheets for like to track their workouts and all of this. I use Google Docs to like create their meal plans or change their meal plans. All of this. I use my laptop and my phone to record videos. I have to edit those videos to post them on YouTube. And you think that's the only reason why I use the phone? No, it's not. No, it's not. I sleep with YouTube on. And I've got YouTube Premium because I hate when I'm trying to sleep and a YouTube video is playing and an ad starts playing. You know those watch boring history videos for 8 hours to fall asleep? Yeah. And I hate it when I get an ad. I hate it. And I can't sleep without my phone playing all night. I am that fucked. That person, that kind of a kid would probably, you know, grow up to be an amazing president of some EU or a country or the US or Canada. I mean, they're not that different, you know, they're all crazy. We're gonna be fine, we're gonna be fine. POV, you swore you wouldn't have iPad kids, yet here you are plugging in all the devices. It's because you're weak and soft and you shouldn't have become a parent because you value your peace more than disciplining them. Yeah. Yeah. When you swore you'd never let your kids have tablets while eating dinner at a restaurant. You should have never given them tablets at home in the first place. So they would learn to eat alone at home at the dinner table with you guys and then in the restaurant. Your child gets an Apple iPad, and this is an Apple iPad? My parents never wanted to spend more than $150 on a phone on me. Apple iPad? You guys are insane. Yeah, you guys are, holy shit, that kid doesn't even know what that is. That kid just learned how to walk, like, seconds ago. What are you doing? And now I'm gonna show you something of a former English teacher who left school because, yeah, kids have become insane because of technology, because of iPads in this case, right? I've showed this in a previous video, but I'll show it again because it just goes well with this topic.
A former English teacher going viral after posting a raw and unfiltered farewell video as she leaves the classroom behind after just 3 years. Listen.
A lot of these kids don't know how to read because they have had things read to them, or they can click a button and have something read out loud to them.
Yep,
I just don't think
because
these
of
kids
AI.
even care. They don't care about making a difference in the world. They don't care about how to have a resume. They don't care how to write a resume.
I mean, even I don't care how to make if I'm gonna make a difference in the world. You know why? Because I can't. Because I'm a low IQ idiot. But that doesn't mean I have to give up on kids.
They don't care how to write a cover a letter because ChatGPT will just do it for them. And I think that we need to cut off technology from these kids, probably until they go to college.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I couldn't agree more. And if your kid is crying because, technology, you fucked up, okay? Act until it's not too fucking late, okay? I mean, if your kid is a teenager, early teens, late teens, then yeah, it's too late. If they grew up just on technology 24/7, like I did, not fully, but kinda, not as much, but still I had a lot of technology, right? I had a PC even before I was born, you know? But I never had an iPad or a laptop or, well, PC, laptop is the same, but I never had a phone that I could bring and play games on all the time. I specifically had to go on my PC at home. When I would go out to eat at restaurants with my family, I'm not allowed to play on my dad's phone at all. And if I do, I was gonna get slapped. And if I was gonna cry and shout and disrespect my parents, yeah, I would get beat at home. But hey, Southeastern European, right? And now, look at me. I'm not a criminal, at least. I'm a fully functioning adult. I'm just a low IQ piece of shit. That's it. Sadly, that's about it. And that's just my fault to blame, I think. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments. Pretty interesting topic. If you're parents, how do you deal with your kids? And please don't tell me that you will just give them your PCs and laptops and phones just so you can rest in peace. That sounded dark. Just so you can lay in peace and watch some TV or scroll some TikTok after work. Have a nice day.